So now that we have a playlist already configured, the next logical step is to figure out how we can filter our playlist to show certain content within our Drupal system. This is a very, very powerful feature that you can do a lot of really cool stuff, and to where really the imagination is the limit on what you can do. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be filtering all of our videos based on certain criteria or categories so that we can show certain videos, or we can actually have the user select what videos they want to see by clicking on tabs in the top of the playlist. A good example of this is just to go to the Dash Media Player homepage, where you will see these tabs where you can click on them and it will filter the videos in your system based on what are standard definition and what are high definition. And you can also see the YouTube tab, but like I said before, we will get to that part later. So let's just go ahead and set up our view so that we can have the standard and high def tabs. The very first thing that we need to do to get started is we actually need to set up our category that we're going to use to place this content in their buckets. And we do that by going to Administer and scroll down into the Taxonomy section. Taxonomy is a really cool feature of Drupal that allows you to create categories to put your content into buckets and to categorize your videos. A really good example of this is, let's say you are trying to create a media website for teachers to where the teachers can create videos for their classes. Now, logically, you would want to categorize these videos per subject. So you would have math videos, you would have chemistry videos, etc. By using taxonomy, you can actually create these categories and then filter out your videos based on those categories. Some really cool stuff you can do here. So let's go ahead and get started. You do that by clicking on the Add Vocabulary button. In here, what we're going to do is we're just going to create the vocabulary name. We're just going to call this video type. We don't really need to give it a description. We're just going to keep it as is. One thing that you will need to do though is in the content types, you're going to need to check the video content type, because we want this to apply to that content type video. Now you'll notice down in the settings that there are three other checkboxes that you can check. The tags is used if you want to have like your users submit dynamic tags for each content that they upload, doing comma separated list. They can do it that way. This is good more for like a social aspect of tagging. Not really what we're after, so we're going to keep that unchecked. Multiple selects allows the people to select more than one category per node type. So if I have a subject, let's say going back to my teacher model, if I have a subject that actually relates to two different categories, then I could have the multiple select and you could choose two different categories for a single node. Again, we don't really need that for our use case, so we'll keep it unchecked. The required checkbox is just to say, are we going to require the user to select this category for this node type? Since it's not really required, we'll keep that unchecked as well. So let's hit save. So now that we have our video vocabulary, we still need to list the terms that are in that vocabulary, or add the terms. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Add Terms. Now I know this might be a little bit confusing, but it's really not that hard once you think about it. The video type is basically the bucket of, or is the container of the tags or the terms that describe that taxonomy. As an example, here we have standard and high def. Both of those are video types, which is the category, but standard is the term, high def is the term. So each of these are terms within that category. So here we need to create two different terms, one for high def, one for standard. So let's do that. So the very first one we're going to call is standard. Don't really need a description. Let's save it. The next one we're going to do is going to be called high. You can tell I've done this before, high definition. And we're going to click save. And now let's just go to list, which your list should look similar to the following. You should see high definition and then standard. The cool thing about this is now if we go to create content and then click on video, we will automatically see the video type drop down automatically selected to our content types, which is pretty cool because the categories or taxonomy automatically adds that to each video type. So let's go to administer and change our current videos so that it has a video category. We'll start with the journey of the center of the earth. Just to let you know where I went to administer and then content, which lists off all the content in my website. And I clicked on edit next to journey of the center of the earth. For this is a high definition video, so I'm going to select high definition. I'm going to come down and hit save. Let's do the same thing for Kung Fu Panda. High definition. Now go down, click save. Now let's do something really cool. Let's create the same nodes, but this time upload standard definition for both of these, which is just reduced. It's just a reduced quality than high definition. So let's create the Kung Fu Panda first. So create content, video. Now let's just browse for a standard definition of Kung Fu Panda, which is right here. It's the FLV version. It's already been converted. It's really small, 4.7 megabytes. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload that. And then for the thumbnail, I'm just going to use the same thumbnail, which is just the movie poster. Upload. We have to make sure we give it a title. I'll just use the exact same title. And then here's the big difference. I'm going to select standard as the video type, which is the category that this falls into, since it's a standard definition, not high definition. Make sure you hit save. So that created that one. So now let's go create the journey of the center of the earth one for standard def. So I'm going to click browse, journey to the center of the earth, open, upload, browse. Here's the movie poster, upload, and there's the title. Now another big deal, you need to click on standard on the video type, and then I'm going to save it. So now I should have 4 different videos in my system. So if I go to administer content, I'll see 4 different videos. Now let's go to that playlist area that we just went to. Now you'll notice that it's showing all 4 videos. Well, it's doing this because that's the way I designed the view. Is I designed the view to only show all the videos. But what we want is we want to be able to selectively choose which category of the videos we want to see. So if we want to see only the high definition videos, it needs to filter out the high def. If we only want to see standard, it needs to filter out the standard. To do this, we need to start by editing the view that we created. So let's go to administer, then go to views, and then let's just click on the edit button next to the videos.